Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. We're out here again in Lisle, Illinois for another Cars and Coffee event, and there is a pretty cool car out here that is really special to me. So I want to show you around that and a few other things that have showed up here at the lot this morning. Let's go check it out. So this, my all-time favorite Lamborghini. It might be a hot take, but this is the Diablo GT, track focus variant of the facelifted Diablos after they got rid of the pop-up headlights. One of 80, exclusive to the European market, but some did make their way over here, including this one, obviously. You might be thinking of the Diablo GT with the orange color. That was like the quintessential GT. But then they made some others in silver and this yellow color, and this yellow reminds me specifically of the Diablo GTR that came later. This GT was limited to 80 units, and then the GTR was the track-only variant limited to 40 units that came later. And this is probably my all-time favorite Lamborghini. It's definitely my favorite Diablo. This hardened track performance variant that came just before Audi took over the company in the late 90s and came out with the final Diablo VT 6-liter. But man, I just love the aggression and the overall setup of these Diablo GTs. I saw an orange one for the first time in Goodwood last year, which was awesome. So super exciting and surprising to see another one here in Chicago of all places. And man, this yellow color is just exceptional. I don't know which I would prefer between the two, but it just looks phenomenal. I think I prefer this because it reminds me of the GTR, which I believe all of those were yellow. And then we've got some other special cars keeping this Diablo GT in good company, a 992 GT3 Touring next to it, and then of course a Diablo VT Roadster next to a red 512 TR and an F40. This is actually the second or third time this F40 has come out to this show, but I believe the first time for these two Diablos. Not sure on the backstory of this one, but super cool to know this is here in the Chicagoland area. This particular Diablo GT is number 69 out of the 80 production units, with the special plaque there on the rear driver's quarter window. You can also see the badging here on the engine cover where it says GT. And like all the other Diablos, it also has the firing order printed on that if you were to open up the engine cover. And that rear exhaust diffuser setup is just so aggressive. And of course we have to take a closer look at the F40. I mean, how often do you see one of these? So let's get in close here. Check out the bare bones, race-focused interior of the F40. The gated manual, of course, fire extinguisher, full carbon door panels, and the manual roll-up windows. I always just love the plexiglass design of this rear engine cover with the louvered slots looking in to that twin turbo V8. And next to another iconic Ferrari, my favorite iteration of the Testarossa, the 512 TR. Just love how wide these things are with their horizontally opposed V12 engines, or 12-cylinder engines, obviously not a V configuration.
I know, right here. I know.
There's a Diablo VT Roadster with the roof panel off, mounted on the rear engine cover area where it goes. These were interesting because it was before Lamborghini went all in with their V12 Supercar Roadster variants just being a standard part of their production run. This was a limited model before the later Murcielago and Aventador models, of course, had Roadster is just always a part of their lineup, even including the special track focus variants. But it all started here with the Diablo VT Roadster. Got another pretty interesting Lamborghini brought out here to the show today. This is from Diamond Motor Works car dealership here in the Chicago suburbs. You might just think it's a normal Aventador, but it's actually got something special about it. One is the color scheme, and two is this special logo down here. This makes this Aventador one of the 50 Mura homage models that they made to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the legendary Lamborghini Mura, their first mid-engine V12 supercar back in the 70s. some of which of course could be spec'd with these two-tone colorways, where the wheels and the lower rockers in the front end air intake area would have a contrast color, such as this gold on the orange. So this is pretty rare. I don't think I've ever seen one of these, and I think they made a few different colorways for these based on the different variants of the Miura back in the day. But I have seen a Miura with this exact color scheme here, and it looks really nice translated to this homage model.
Can you spice it up? Yeah, we got hot garden in here. Perfect.